Hi everyone, Jason here from spiritualbabies.net, and this is day 1 of the daily prayer series. That's prayers for the non-Jew. Just as a quick reminder, you're going to be using your own Tanakh or your own online Bible, and you're going to be implementing the pause button on your podcast and on your video. So when you've found yourself in a nice quiet location and you've got 5 minutes to spare, you can start by turning to Psalm 145. Get it open in front of you and read at your own speed. And when you're ready to do that, pause, and when you're done, you can hit play and come back. So that was Psalm 145. That's a daily prayer. You're going to find that we do that every day before we start the prayers that are a little bit different every day. That's a prayer that's going to be there every single day. You're going to get to know that very well. Step 2 is the Shema. It's not the full Shema. As non-Jews, there are some things which we shouldn't pray. We can't involve ourselves or include ourselves as Jewish people, as we're not Jewish people. There are promises made to the Jewish people. That's not us. But there are parts of the Shema which we can do, and this is one of them. How you refer to your Creator, that's up to you. I'm going to use the word Creator. If you're happier using God or Lord or Adonai, that's completely up to you. You can substitute in what you want to do. I'm going to read out the words. There are only 2 lines, and leave a good pause between line 1 and 2. You can substitute your own version. The next time you do this, if you remember, you can just skip this altogether and do it yourself. But if you need me to lead, I can lead. But soon enough, you'll nail this for yourself. So it's from Deuteronomy. It's based on Deuteronomy 6:4. Line 1. Hear, O Israel, the Creator is our God. The Creator is one. So you're going to repeat that now, substituting whichever title you're happier referring to the King of the universe as. And then line 2. Blessed is the name of the glory of his kingdom forever and ever. That's really just to affirm that you know who you're standing in front of, the King of the universe. And now the third and final part. As it's day 1 today, we're going to be reading through Psalms 1 through 9. So you can find Psalm 1 in your Tanakh or in your Psalm book or online. And then just prayerfully read through them at your own speed. There's really no rush. And you know what? When you've done reading that, we are done. So before you pause and start reading Psalms, it's important to note that it's better to not read some of them. If you can't fit them in, it's better to not read some of them and read 1 or 2 at your own speed and engage in the text rather than rushing through them. You might find that you have 10 minutes later on a lunch break or at work, or you're in a car and you just drove home and you want to give it 5 minutes then. It's really fine to do that. These aren't things that you have to tick off. It's not a to-do list. It's about taking the text that's available and using it as a tool to further your relationship and your engagement and in dialogue with the Creator. Reading them just for the sake of reading them really won't benefit you at all. These are just a guide. And it's also important to remember that if you have praise or supplication or conversation that you want to have with the Creator, you can just throw that in. Anything that I've said up to this point is not a commandment to do. It's a rule, a guide, rule is the wrong word, it's a guide. So just use it as a guide, and if you need to veer off and do your own thing, that's perfectly okay. If you find some that you really want to include, that's perfectly good to do too. And indeed, after this month is done, I'll be supplementing extra verses and extra psalms and extra passages for certain points of the year for different feasts. So if you've opened your book at Psalm 1, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this, I know it's your first go, it's not really fair to make up your mind yet, but feel free to leave comments and questions under this video, and I will get back to them as long as they're not offensive or aggressive. Okay, so have a really great day, and I hope this helped you prepare your day or close your day off in a positive way. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, Jason here from spiritualbabies.net, and I'm here to let you know that you can now support me on Patreon. So I have a Patreon account signed up, and if you aren't sure what Patreon is, it's a way that you can help me make videos for you. And the money that you donate can be a one-off donation or a monthly amount from $5 up that will go into the account every month and will give me a rolling resource to buy new gear, get better lighting, which I really need, and support the time that I spend putting shows together. So if that's something you're interested in, if you can afford to buy me the equivalent of a coffee every month in return for the work I do, which I really love doing and I want to continue to do, that would be really great. So there's a link under this video and you can go and do that right now, and I'd appreciate it very much. And we'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye.